Crystal Edge technology screen. Going downstairs to see exactly where my stand is at. I got some demonstrations I'm going to do today on the side-by-side. I like doing the demonstration on the side-by-side. The gamer cinema. Hey, what's up, Taco? The gamer cinema next to the, we're going to call it, I don't know if I call it professional. I'm still on the edge on that. What I'm going to call it. Call it the professional black, or I don't know. We might call it professional black. I like the professional black. I think I'm going to go with the professional black. I haven't decided. I'm always, when I come to that, stop because I can't figure out exactly what we're going to call it. So right now, doing some editing on the website. I got up late. I was supposed to have this on the website last night, but kind of tired and I got up kind of late. And right now, working on another project, another contract project for churches. I told you I want to get into developing screen paints for churches. That's really where I want to be at. So looks like it's going to happen. Looks like I'm going to get a chance to do what I wanted to do. This will give me a chance to basically to be able to put my what God blessed me to have into another field where I wanted to be at, where I mainly wanted to be at. Don't get me wrong, I love home theater. I'm continuing to do home theater, but I want to see my technology in the churches because, as I said before, I'm not happy with the screens I see in churches. They're white, they're washed out, and like I said, some of these companies charge them way too much. And I want to develop a technology that it'll be affordable for them, and they can use it in their churches and not have the screens wash out. All right, so I'm in here. What am I supposed to be getting when I'm in here? I did the updates for all of this. So this is updated. Make sure we got all this right. All right, this is 150 inches. This is a 1 gallon. So 1 gallon is more than that. So I'm doing the updating right now because I forgot to do this last night. Literally forgot. I was so busy last night. I forgot to do this. Come here and it's 150. So I have the abbreviation for that. You can see the kind of stuff that goes on when I tell people that besides making videos and everything else and designing new technology, there's other things I have to do too also. Added some new stuff to the website too, some new upgrades to the website. So let me see. All right. Okay. So adding this to the site now. This is a description of all the information I have to type in into the description box, and policies, all that stuff has to be done there. Pricing, stuff like that, all that stuff has to be done in here. So this is one of the things I have to do when I'm done taking all the pictures and everything else. So my actual pictures, as you can see, we're also going to put a customer page in. I'm doing a customer page today. So you'll be able to go in on our website. You'll be able to see all the customers that use our product. Not all of them. We can't track down all of them, but some of the ones we do have, you'll be able to see pictures and demonstrations, video testimonies, stuff like that. You'll get a chance to check out. And like I said, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to be doing a demonstration today on gray screen paint products. I can't explain it to you enough. I mean, it's like when I go back and I show you the Digital and Crystal Screen Paint Company, it's like literally me walking back into a time machine showing you that, look, we made this stuff 8-9 years ago. It's old. It's so old. It's not even funny how old it is. It's unusable. That's what it is. Let me see. Okay. I mean, some of y'all sitting up here with brand new 4K projectors and you got like a 9-year-old screen sitting on your wall. That's why you're in there calibrating. That's why you're sitting in the dark. It does the same thing as a white screen. Only difference between that and a white screen, we're going to be doing those demonstrations today. We're going to be doing a lot of demonstrations on that. Not a lot, but pretty much. I'm probably going to try to get 2 in there. All right, so that's all updated. That's all done. Everything's in there. That's all done. You see my pictures? These are pictures that were yesterday of us showing off this screen outside. So anytime you see me doing, I like to do a lot of outside demonstrations on my website, because when the customer comes in, and the first thing that comes to mind for them is they want a screen that's going to be able to pull an image up not outside, but inside the house. If you're looking at pictures of a screen producing images outside, that should tell you that inside is going to be a bit of a cakewalk. So not hard to do. And all our pictures all linked to our YouTube videos and stuff like that. This is the new label right there. That's in there. But I thought I would put the pictures out here. I'm going to change some things up on the site real quick. So we got it at 1 gallon. We're going to do it. We're going to do for this. We're going to do a 3 gallon. The 3 gallon is going to come with a free Amazon Fire Stick 4K. I got 6 of them, or 6 or 7 of them. I'm quite a bit of them. I'll lose a lot of them too on top of that, but it'll come with a free Fire Stick. But we'll have that posted tomorrow. Right now, we're just going to do 1 gallon and make sure I got all this up to date over here on the screen size. All right, that's up to date. That's all in there. All information. All that's good. Good. We're all good on that one. Okay. Did I bring this online? This is online. I had to go in yesterday and tweak my search engine optimizer. You got to do all that. When you have a website, you constantly got to update. I forgot to go and update my search engine optimizer. I had to redo the entire thing all over again. So I had to update everything on it. So this is where we update your optimizer. See how I come up on Google, top list on Google, boom. Yeah, you're going to have your site for a while to do that. You're going to have your site for a couple of years to do that. You don't get that right away. We come up on first, right from the door. In order to get that, you're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to put in a lot of work, which means you're going to have to submit your domain name to multiple servers, which means you're going to have to go into different search engines other than Google, Firefox, and the rest of them, and you're going to have to submit an application to put in your domain name. And I would suggest you buy it first before you go and do all that nonsense to begin with. Go back to Wix and see if you can actually purchase your domain name so you can own it. That way, if you decide that you want to leave their format, you want to basically go to GoDaddy.com and you want to basically you want to do dream weaving, you want to design one from the ground up, you actually own the rights to your domain names. There's a whole lot of stuff that people don't understand that you need to know about when you start doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, if you got the skills of building from the ground up, at least you own your domain name. It's yours. I mean, you're still going to have to pay maintenance fees on it. You know, at the end of the day, I can go into a whole segment just on web building alone by itself. On basically, these are called turkey sites. They're pretty much easy to set up. But before these sites came into play, you pretty much had to build it from the ground up. So you got to get into some dream weaving software and all that other stuff like that, or find someone that can build it for you. But yeah, that's where all that comes in from. But search engine optimizer is really important because that allows you to be noticed when you get on Google. Someone goes to bring up one of your tags that may pop up that are affiliated with your company. Boom, you pop up really fast because you have to put that time in to submit it. There are tricks, and I'll tell you that later on. There are tricks on how to basically get your domain name to pop up even faster. Things that I learned from my Lord and Savior. And all this information comes from God. At the end of the day, like I said, it's more than just screen paint that I learned from God. It's also business parts of it too. I learned from God. And I never went to school for business or any of that stuff. I learned all this stuff, from my Lord and Savior, right from the door. But yeah, there's ways to get your domain name to pop up. Like I said, YouTube for us is advertising. That's what it is. I mean, like I said, I appreciate the subscribers and all that, but at the end of the day, it's free advertising. Advertising is very expensive, and it is very expensive. I already did the Facebook where you boost. I was paying 500, 600, 1,000, a couple grand here and there, and it really wasn't doing anything. It really doesn't. I got a lot of robots in there, a lot of freaking bots in there. They weren't real people, you know what I mean? So you gotta be careful about stuff like that. So they'll make it look like your numbers are jumping, but your numbers aren't really jumping. The best thing to do is I tell people, if you're going to be developing something, do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. That's why I do the opposite. I don't do what everybody else is doing. That's how my technology gets noticed, Everybody's following the same protocol with the big companies. You know, they want to be in ambient light controlled environments. They want to use overpowered, expensive projectors. You know, every time I talk to a customer, it's the same thing. Anytime they talk to one of these big high-end companies, it's the same thing. They want you to spend all this money for this crazy, insane projector. And then once you do get this powerful of a juggernaut monster into your house, then they're going to tell you, oh, but guess what? You're going to have to put it in an ambient light controlled environment and you got to calibrate it. I spent all that money for. So, you know, do the opposite. All right, let me go in here. Does links work? Yeah, those links work. Yes, they do. Just click the one right now. See, right to my website. This is our gratitude and thank you to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Right here. Right here, this is our shipping and return policy. Boom. You can get number one, and please do not fall into that scam nonsense. People that'll call you up and say that, oh, we can guarantee to get you number one spot on Google. No. Don't believe in that crap. That's garbage. That is absolute garbage. No, they cannot. They want to just probably try to access remote control access to your PC. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even believe in that crap. Don't do that. Someone calls you up and says, oh, they're from Google, blah, blah, blah. Google, first of all, does not call you. It's even hard to call Google at that. Let me see. Contact us, payment information. This right here. We don't really have anymore. We even have, look right there for fake knockoff projectors. So you can go right there and you can look it up where we put up information for fake knockoff projectors, why we don't support them. Go right to the page, right there. And these are the projectors. These are customers. That's a customer's projector. These are customers who bought the projector and we bought the screen paint and we warn it. We put it right there on the website. We warn it in bold writing. Do not buy this if you own one of these projectors. We have it right there. So you can't say, oh, but I was never warned. No, it's there. It is there. We warn you not to buy these projectors. And people will buy them anyway, thinking that, oh, because they promised you a bunch of bells and whistles. You don't look, you got to do the research, people. You ever notice when they show off those projectors, they never show them off on black screens. They always show them off on a very white screen or a very light gray screen, because that's the only screens they'll pick up on. That's it. And then you'll get it home, and then you wonder why you have to be stuck in the dark because it's supposed to be 5,000 lumens at 1 foot away from the screen, and you can't figure out why your color's washing out. Mind you, this is the projector right here on a wall at 5,000 lumens. Look how washed out that looks. Because technically, at the end of the day, a white screen or a gray screen can't pick up contrast and color. So you've got a fake projector that can't pick up properly on a white and gray screen, and a white and gray screen is not going to be to pick up properly on that projector or any projector because it's the darker screens are more advanced. So at the end of the day, you're not going to pick up on our screen paint. It doesn't register. That's why I've never seen any of these high-end projectors on really dark screens. They don't pick up. And what they do is they see our demonstrations on our ultra short those, and they go, oh, I want the same thing. I want that color and contrast. I want all that to pop. I want to be using the fully lit environment. That's what they want. That's why they contact us. If it worked, they wouldn't be contacting us. And we tell them right from the door, what kind of projector do you have? We'll have such and such and so. Can't use it. Can't sell you the product. You can buy it at your own risk, but we tell you can't sell it to you. And we get some people get mad and they figure, I paid all this money for this projector. It's supposed to be this, that, and the other. It's 4K, blah, 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 blah. And they'll buy it anyway. And then they'll end up like this fellow right here. And this is why we post these pictures. To warn you not to buy our screen paint if you have a knockoff or fake projector. I couldn't do enough demonstrations to tell you at the end of the day, do not buy the screen paint if you have a knockoff projector. I'm going to pick up. No, we've done the test. See, WeMax not support it. Right there. We do not support that projector. But like I say, you'll have people because they spent all this money for the projector and they want to go into this whole thing. I had a guy sat there wanting to argue me on the phone. He wanted to sit there and have an argument with me on the phone about his knockoff projector, about how I was wrong and so and so and so. Well, if it's such a good projector, why are you calling me? Why are we having this conversation? There must be something wrong with it. It must be doing something that you don't like that you're contacting me. Oh, you want your image to be able to pop in a fully lit environment. That's what you want. You want the colors and all at the pop with that black ultra screen. That's what you want. You can't have it. It's not going to work on your projector. It's not going to pick up. And we got projectors in here we bought that were claiming to be 15,000 lumens, 20,000 lumens. There is no way in the world you're going to get a projector that is a 20,000 lumen projector the size of a VCR tape. Not going to happen. The lamps are bigger than that. No, not going to happen. All right, so let me see where we're going with this. Okay, so everything up here is loaded up. We got the pictures. We got this at, we got 1 gallon. Make sure we got the screen size. One time I had 1 gallon and the screen size was not the size. This was the 100. But yeah, it's all there. So. No. 5-year shelf life. I'm going to clean up with hot water. So this should be down. Well, I guess, no, we can have this here, but no. Yeah, it's the same thing. No, it's not the same category. It brings it down a little bit. There we go, that's better. Oh my gosh. I've got the policies and everything's loaded up. I have to make sure everything is correct. Okay, we're all good there. All right, so what we're going to do is, that's 1 gallon. We'll do 1 gallon and we'll do a 2 gallon. Yeah, we'll duplicate the page. We'll make it a lot easier. So we'll go back in and we'll make another duplication of the page. All right, from there, we'll take this one. I like this one. And we're going to from here to here, change that from over there. And then we're going to 2 gallons. We'll do 1 gallon tomorrow. 3 gallons tomorrow because I have to do something with that. How quiet it is in the house. Super quiet. This is what I work in. I like it. Usually if you guys weren't here and I weren't recording, I'd be playing Christian music right now. So that's what I like to listen to when I'm working, is Christian music. That's pretty much all that information. You have to put all this in here. All this information has to be in here. How long it takes to dry with a fan. It takes about 20 minutes with a fan. All this stuff has to be done. How do I know how many quarts it takes? You ever paint the screen quart by quart? I've done that. I've already painted the screen quart by quart. That's how we know exactly how many quarts. I'll tell you what has a lot of good spread. This paint right here has a lot of good spread. You have any idea? I had made a gallon of this, which was a good idea. I painted the 100-inch screen downstairs, the Elite screen edges. I painted that twice. I painted a 92-inch screen, which is hanging up outside right now. And today I'm going to be painting my 150-inch screen, the video wall, or the projector wall, we're going to call it. That's going to be coated today with the new stuff. So I told you I'm definitely going to be using the new gamer paint. This is going to be replacing the Phoenix Gamer. This is going to replace it. Now it's going to replace the paint version of it, not the actual screen version of it. The screen version is a little bit more higher upgrade because, like I said, we can add extra coatings to that because we're painting that, we're coating it ourselves, so we can advance those screens to be a little higher than the actual paint. So now we need the paint to be as high as the screens. And so that's what this new technology I'm working on right now. I'm looking onto the website right now. As for the screens are fantastic, man. I can't wait to do some gaming today. I got a 150-inch in the next room, which I can't wait to do some gaming on. I think today is what? I know the 6, Far Cry 6 comes out. I've got that pre-ordered already, and you know where I'm going to be at? Boom! I'm going here on my screen, playing that. So I can't wait to get some fun on that one. I love Far Cry. Okay, so 30 minutes, so that's 5-year shelf life. Clean it with hot water and soap. I love that part. It cleans up with hot water and soap. I've actually worked with products that took a lot longer than that. Pain in the neck to clean up. All right here, fully weatherproof. Right here, all that information is right there. This is the summary. So you have to have a summary of your product right there. Is you have to have your summary right there. Always have this right here. Keep out of reach of children and pets. How come this is not in red? There we go. That should be in red right there, because that's a warning. But you definitely do not leave cans laying around with your kids and get their hands on them. Make sure you have all that put up. Any kind of products you should make sure you don't have around with your kids and get your hands on it. Get their hands on it. Right there, right there, right there. Ultra short to compatible, which you know that we did the test already, so that's already done. All right, so make sure we got all this in here. Price. Are we clicking? Yeah, we're clicking. 307, 30 what? What? There we go. And some people are like, what? You getting 327? Yeah, my screen beat 18 certified screens. Yeah, you've seen the demonstrations on the technology. I could get far more than that. I got customers already waiting to pay way more than that right now. That screen beat 18 certifieds. Not only beat 18 certifieds, it beat 4 certifieds, ultra short throws, put up at 190-degree viewing angle, and was able to display a multi-color screen display without washing out on a $60 projector. Yeah, that's cheap. Consider what I was talking to somebody today. They were putting in a setup. And I'm not going to name the company, but the company was asking for a great deal of money. I mean, like I told people, look, there's two sides of home theater projection. It's the have and the have-nots. That's how it works. You can't afford $5,000 for a projection screen of $3,000 for a projector, then you're one of the have-nots. And I get people there and that complain about my prices. I say, you haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen some of the companies that Goose Screen or these big companies and stuff. They charge a ton of money for a product that's not even anywhere near close to any of the demonstrations that I do. None of them. Some of these companies, you have to have a special screen just use an ultra short throw. So you can spend $3,000 for a Dark Star 9, but a Dark Star 9 that's not ultra short throw compatible. So you have to buy a special screen so you can use your ultra short throw projector. I guarantee you the screen at the Dark Star 9 at 100 inches at $3,000 is not going to be the same as the ultra short throw version of it for $3,000. No, it's going to be a little more than that. It's probably going to be $1,000 and maybe a couple grand more. That's what you're going to have to pay. And at the end of the day, you're still not going to be able to pick up your color correctly. You're still going to calibrate your projector, and you're still going to be in an ambient light controlled environment. And you're not taking it outside. It ain't happening. So you're going to have to get another special screen so you can take your screen outside. And that screen is not going to be the dark color that you want to be to pull up the contrast levels. It's either going to be white or it's going to be silver. And we know how that's going to turn out. And you're still going to pay a lot of money for it. And you're still going to have to spend the money for an expensive projector. And you're not going to be using it at 7 o'clock. You're going to be using it somewhere between 8 and 9. And your image is still going to be washed out with your colors. Yep, there you go. And if they decide to make it out, oh, they do have an outdoor screen. It's called the Yardmaster. We tested it already. Yeah, we already know how that one turned out. Again, white or silver. That's it. I told you that's how it's going to turn out. White or silver. This is 2 gallons. 2 gallons is going to do up to, so you're talking about 2 gallons that we sell for this new technology for $327. That paints up to I had to change the screen size to more than a 250-inch screen. So we're like, oh, but that's a lot of money. Yeah, no. Do me a favor, I'm not to be rude or anything, do some homework. Go find out exactly how much a high-tech, expensive screen setup that costs next to any one of the screens we tested against. DMP Supernova, Dark Star 9, any one of those companies, contact them and say, hey, look, I got this setup. I want a Dark Star 9 at 150 inches. If a 100 inches is going to cost you $3,000, what do you think 150 inches is going to cost you? It's not going to be $3,000. It's sure enough, it's not going to be $327. I'm not going to cost you that much. It's going to cost you way more than that. And I guarantee any demonstration you see under their products is not even going to match anything what we have over here at all, period. And you're still going to pay, people still pay that kind of money out. And it's insane, absolutely insane. Well, meanwhile, I'll be going over to eBay to buy my projector under 500 bucks and still use that $500 projector, fully environment, uncalibrated, and still beat 18 of their top screens. Done. There we go. So that's why I said at the end of the day, customer doesn't spend all this money. The only reason why I have to spend so much money for a projector because the projector has to do all the work. The projector really already does all the work. Well, you need this kind of contrast ratio on the projector in order to pick up that kind of shadowing on the screen. Yeah, I've heard it all. Why do I need that? I got a projector that has 4,000 to 1 contrast and I can pick up a black level. All right, so let me get through this. All right, so we got this right here. Make sure we got all this right here. All right, we're at 2 gallons. This is at 3 gallons. So this is 3 gallons right here. 3 gallons. We're gonna go back this up a little bit in here. Go back to 3 gallons in there. 3 gallons. No, this is 2. Okay, confusing myself right now. Let me put this at 2. Go in here for a minute and let me go back here and reboot my page so we can make sure 100%. We can always go back and edit, not a problem. But I want to make sure we got this right. All right. That's 2 gallons, right? Yeah, because we didn't put the fire stick in for the other one. All right, so this one's at 250. Yeah, it's at 250. Okay, I'll make sure we're right on this one. 250. This one right here is 250 on screen. Yeah, dude, like I said, when I got the Dark Star 9 over here, Dark Star 9 for 180 inch screen is $18,000. You literally, I think you get a house for 18,000. You have to probably have to gut it, clean it, come off better. Matter of fact, for 18 grand, you could just do a shipping container home. Literally, you could buy a shipping container home for 18 grand. Get a car for $18,000. Think about it. So let's see, 250 inches, okay. Okay, so I'll put right there. Okay, we're all set right there, so I'll put right there. All right, cool. Okay. All right, that's all done. Let's go into this is your category collections right here. So this is your catalog collection that you have here. Any one of these you click on is whatever catalog you're going to be able to pull up. So that's all. That's a catalog collection. You got there's all kinds of cool stuff in here. You got, I don't like doing email marketing. I hate email marketing. I mean, people say, oh yeah, but no. I don't like to get bombarded by a bunch of emails from people I don't even know. So I personally do not do email marketing. Maybe it works for other people. Maybe people like to have a bunch of email flash across you over and over again, but I don't like to annoy my customers like that. I really don't. So that's why you will never see me do email marketing. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, no one wants to see, and email marketing is relentless. Like, anytime it'll come up, sometimes if it's automated, it's even worse, because then you're getting hit with every time I post something, boom, boom, boom. It's bad enough I don't like doing the YouTube videos sometimes because I know that the notifications pop up, and that can be annoying to have the notifications pop up over and over again. That's why I'm trying to cut my videos down to like 2 videos or 1 video a day, or maybe, I don't know, just get it cut down a little bit, because even that's annoying to me. So I try to treat people how I would want to be treated. And I don't like email marketing because if I buy something from a particular site and I'm like, yeah, put me on your letterhead, and then every 5 minutes I'm getting something from them, like, come on, man, really. And then some of that stuff comes in handy because some stuff pops up like, ooh, didn't know you had that for sale, and then I'm buying it. Something I don't need. I need another projector, like I need another hole in the head. All right, inventory. There's your inventory right there. They show you exactly what you have in inventory. I leave the inventory up high because one time I had the inventory at only at 10 and all 10 sold. And literally had somebody had to email me, a customer, like, yo, you know, one of your shopping carts is empty. So we just put enough of them in there. All right, so we should be safe from here, right? So make sure everything's good. We're Gucci, right? And we'll go from here. All right, so there it is. It pops up right there. So we make sure we got 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 2 quarts. This one of these is not coming up correctly. Oh, that one was discontinued. We don't like that anymore. That's the other one. There's a, should be a 1 gallon, 2 gallon. Where is the 1 quart? There's 1 quart missing. There is a 1 quart missing. I forgot to activate it. That's what it was. One cord. This is it right here. This is, yeah, I forgot to activate it. So right there, that's how you activate your listing right there. So went in and upgraded my search engine optimizer, and then I went into my Facebook fan page and put in a store because I have a lot of people in there. They're like, where do you buy from? So and so. So we put in a Facebook store that actually links to this right here. Let's save right there. So that's all done. So now all you have to do is just go in. So everything's all saved. Go into here and click out of that. And then you'll see, oh, see how we changed everything. So now it has a border around it. And there's the new stuff popping up right there. Boom, 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 boom. This is all the new technology that just popped up. We have it in 2 gallons, 1 gallon, what's the 1 quart at? And there's the 1 quart. I like this picture right here. I may change this out. We have the way that picture came out so bright, so beautiful outside. All right, so that's done. We just save that. There. And then we go in and we put it in publish, which now you're making it activated from there. And then that's done. And then you just can go into preview if you want to, or you can just go to the page itself, which I have over here on this side. And then you can go in and view your marketplace. I'm going to reboot all this all over again. Okay. Yeah, added some animation so that it comes in and out. And right there. And there it is already loaded up. It's live, actually online. So I added a zoom option so I can go on and zoom up so people can go and zoom up on the images. Ooh, like that. We're going to be changing out this. I like the labels and all, but I'm going to change up the actual pictures on here because I like how the pictures come out. So right there. And then someone clicks in, they go, da, da, da. Come into the page. All the information's right there. Blah, 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 blah. These are the labels. There. And all the information's right there. All the information I added in, all it's in there. Blah, 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 blah. And then there are policies right there. I don't even know how. Again, don't buy the product if you have a fake or knockoff projector. Call me first. At least email me first. Email me so that way I can talk to you. Because some of you really believe that your projectors are really going to be able to pick up on the paint. And I'm telling you, it is not going to pick up at all, period. I don't care how much you paid for it, whatever. It's not going to pick up. Save me the headache, save you the headache. And basically email me first before you do that. And I don't know how you would have to email me first because it's right there. Like it's right there. The policy is right there. You can't miss it. It's right in every shopping cart. If you basically can't find it there, you can go right over here and you can click more. We have an option here that says fake projector info. If you can't find it there, then you can go right into marketplace and you can scroll right down to the bottom and boom, it's right there. It is literally plastered all over the site. So that way, no one can say, oh, it wasn't there. No, we have everything there in bold writing. We don't hide anything from anybody at all, period. No, we don't cut corners over here. You know, right now, we know we got an individual who's upset because of the video we did. Well, basically, at the end of the day, I mean, you're watching a black screen and that technology side by side, and you're watching that screen, you're automatically punching. It's called contrast shifting, which is blending into the black screen. The black screen is pulling white levels. And in between, you got this outdated gray screen paint that's not doing anything in the middle. It's just basically both screens are producing the same bland, pale color. So, you know, but that person wants to get upset about it, but I don't care at the end of the day. We're not even going to retaliate. At the end of the day, I don't have to retaliate. I got 11 canceled orders over there on my desk. So why would I even acknowledge your individual at all? We don't consider your product to be a real screen paint because we got 11 cancellations from you. You know, just to plug that in there real quick. So no, I'm not going to retaliate to your video, whatever. I'm going to go back to work because, again, at the end of the day, you know, you sent us an invite to buy. We went in and bought 11 times. 11 times 85. That is $935 I sent to your PayPal account that you denied and put back into my account because you were afraid of the product. And like I said, yes, that's what it comes down to in the day. So that's why we don't acknowledge them anymore. We don't at all, period. We just don't acknowledge this product. We don't consider it to be a real screen paint at all because, like I said, 11 cancellations is a lot for someone to deny an order and give you back your money. And we didn't even have to fight. We didn't even have to go to PayPal and even file a dispute, nothing. The money was automatically put back in the account that fast. So at the end of the day, I mean, whether y'all like it or not, it is what it is. It's an outdated product. It does not work. And that's why we don't even bother to mention his name. I can pull a stack out right now and show it to you. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With messages attached to them on top of that. And the links telling us to go in and buy. So that's why he can do all the videos from sun up to sundown. At the end of the day, we got 11 cancellations over here from you. So that's all that matters. You don't have faith in your own product that you cancel orders. I don't know what's worse. I don't know what's worse, that the fact that you cancel them or the fact that you gave us the invite to buy. I don't know which is worse out of that. You gave us the invite to buy or the cancellations. I don't know which one it was, but at the end of the day, we don't consider your product to be real. So moving on. All right, so all that's done. So what we're going to do is, what I got to do today is, once I got to do some more demonstrations today. It's raining today, but we got some other, that black screen now we can work on. We're going to be, this section right here, we're going to be changing out on this section right here, the website. We're going to be, powered by God's technology. Yeah, my Lord and Savior, #1. All right, so right here, and there's my screen outside, 150 inches in all its glory. That's a Phoenix black out there. But anyway, let's move on to here. We're going to take this section out right here, this right here. We're going to move all this down here. Because this section, I'm going to be putting my customer demonstrations in. We got a bunch of pictures of customer demonstrations on my Facebook account. I'm not going to click over there. That's my Facebook fan page. Yeah, my Facebook fan page. Anybody can go there. My Facebook fan page. And we got all these customers, and one of them are showing us pictures of our products, video testimony, stuff like that. We're going to load all this in here. I just haven't had the time to load them in there. But we're going to load all those in here and take all this out. Make this a whole page dedicated for my customers. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I really do. All right, so I am going to be busy next week. As I said before, I got exactly a contract. Hopefully it turns into a contract, but right now it's a project. And the project, as I said before, I want to start developing screen paints for churches. And that's what I want to get into, because a lot of the churches, I've seen their projection screen setups, and they had these white bland screens. You can't pick up image, you can't pick up contrast, you know what I mean? And then we have big companies, I feel, are gouging them and just selling them anything. That's how I feel at the end of the day. I mean, maybe they're not, maybe they're, I don't know. But like I said, it's an expensive, it's very expensive for them. So I want to design a customized signature screen paint for them, for their projection screen setups over there, to enhance their screens and make them much better than what they are. So they can go out and buy a cheap white projection screen and code it with this technology, and they'll have an advanced screen. And this is another way of helping to spread God's word. It is. It's very important. There's another way of spreading God's word around, you know? It's hard to spread the word if you can't see it. That's the problem. I like this screen. This screen's a really easy one to do. That 250 that I gotta work on. That's one I gotta be working on next to that 250. All right, so screen paints on the website is loaded up. I gotta order more containers because, like I say, Uline is doing something completely different now with the containers. I used to be able to get them same day shipping, but they're not doing it anymore. Apparently now I'm paying 17 bucks. I used to pay 70 bucks for same day shipping. Now I'm paying $17 for 3-day shipping. So that's what I'm gonna have to do with that. I'm gonna have to order a 24. I think I'm ordered 24, and then I'm gonna get another bulk after that. If I keep them going in bulks, I should have enough to stock up. And I should be good to go. You see the grass? This is something I still never get over. I'm just gonna plug this in real quick. You see the grass? See how thick the grass is in my and it's not cut. I know I gotta cut my grass, I really do, but you see how thick the grass is? Look right here, right along in here. You see how thick Get out of here. I'm doing something. You see how thick the grass is right here? You know how that got that way? When I first moved here, I had a huge bald spot right there. I had a bald spot over here. I had a bald spot there. My backyard was looking pretty bad. I had dirt spots all in my yard. I tried to get in there. I can't use chemicals because of the breathing thing. So I got that seedless stuff you put in the back to make it grow by Home Depot. I got a few sprouts. Basically, that's basically about it. But my grass never came in that thick. You know, my grass came in that thick, freaking feeding the squirrels in the backyard. So for me, from March all the way until September, I think last year, I was feeding the squirrels in my backyard. Squirrels, pretty much anything was popping up. Not only squirrels, birds, all different kinds of wildlife was coming in the backyard. And their fertilizer, I mean, I couldn't smell it at all, period, you know what I mean? But their fertilizer did this to my backyard. My backyard is greener than green. I mean, my neighbors were asking me, like, what did you put in the yard? I said, no, I didn't put anything in the yard. I just fed the animals. That's what I did. I got, you know, my business and COVID kind of slowed down a little bit. And I had this one squirrel that was climbing up the tree and he was coming up on my deck every day. And I was feeding him and feeding them bread. And then I went online and started reading stuff like you're not supposed to be eating bread because it blows their stomach out and too much starch and whatever. Started doing all this research, and then I just started buying like bags and bags and bags of squirrel food, feeding this squirrel every day. And they got the one squirrel to two to three to four to five to six. Then I realized that, yeah, I got to get them off the deck because bottom line is they're going to just basically start burrowing hoses into the house and they're going to be the ceiling and everything. So let me get them off of here. So I started feeding them out here. And I started just throwing the food everywhere, and they were coming out and they're eating every single day. And every single day I was feeding them over and over, which I'm still feeding. I got to go feed them today. And then when they finally went down and cut down the tree, they were still coming in. But it never ever looked like this at all, period. So and I go back and I compare like the two videos. I'm like, oh, did a good job on my yard. My front yard is the same way. My front yard grass is thick as I don't know what. And that just came from feeding the animals. Natural, doing it naturally. And it's funny, all I gotta do is type in 180-inch screen outside. And ours pop up, boom, first. It does, it pops up first. It's the only 180-inch black screen literally on YouTube right now. And look at that, look at that, look at this. That's what my yard looked like when I wasn't feeding the squirrels at all. You see that? I told you my yard was pretty bad. You look at it now, I can walk out there barefooted. That's how plush the grass is out there. It literally feels like I'm walking on a shag carpet when I go outside. That's how thick the grass is out there. At the end of the day, people, you want your grass to grow, just feed the animals. That's all you got to do. Just feed the animals, and I guarantee you, your grass will grow. It's nature. I mean, come on. Look at that. Look at the front of this, man. This was so bad that every time it's 180-inch. It was so bad that when it would rain, it would splash mud all on the side of my screen. Now, it rains out there. I don't got mud splashed all over my screen because there's so much thick grass out there. But this is how badly my backyard was looking when I wasn't feeding them. And I put that Miracle Grow you put on in. I got a couple of little sprouts here and there, and that was it. But this is how badly my yard looked. It's like somebody went to a barber that was blindfolded. He just cut out every spot. I had dirt all back here. Dude, look at the fence. Matter of fact, even look at the fence. I didn't even notice that too. I'm not even amazed by the screen, but look at the fence. Look at the fence. You see right through the fence. See if I can pull this back. I've done it. For those of you looking, yeah, that's black technology outside. It's a 180-inch screen outside. We were doing some demonstrations of the screen. I'm gonna post it up on the website pretty soon anyway. I never really noticed that. When I was looking at this, I was like, good gracious, I didn't know how much my grass had grown. Yeah, look at that. I'm just impressed by how God's creatures just basically replenish the earth. Look how bad that is. I mean, I literally had this all dirt. And now you go back to here, and now look at it. My grass is thick. My grass is about that thick. I mean, my blades grow up about that high, and they're thick blades of grass. Look at this. Look how all this is covered in. It just used to be right here, all along here. You could see through on the golf course. This is all covered up in thick vines that came from all the animals coming into my yard every single day for about a couple months and basically eating the food I was providing for them. And them, I guess I would call them using the bathroom in my yard. And I mean, I didn't smell anything, like I said. At the end of the day, it's a small animal, you know what I mean? But that, whatever they got in their fertilizer, whatever they got going on, man, didn't have to pay anybody to come out and do anything. And I was going to pay somebody to come out and reseed my backyard. It didn't even have to do it. God is absolutely amazing. And neighbors were like, what in the world did you put in your backyard to get your grass to grow like that? My grass is actually greener than his, and he paid someone to do the work. Nope. All God's animals do all the work right there. Learn a valuable lesson. The next time, just if I want to grow grass, it's basically just feed the animals. All right, well, that's basically about it. Everything's loaded onto the site. I'm done. I have to go downstairs. I wish I had enough paint, but oh, wait a minute, I will have to basically we're going to do a half and half screen. I love doing the half and halves. As a matter of fact, I need to get back to my Christian music. But we're going to do a half and half. Ooh. And I got to get back to editing on this because I have to go put my customers' demonstrations in right about, we're in Marketplace. I need to be in, matter of fact, I need to save and publish this. Always do it twice just in case if I forgot. And then I need to go into, let me see, we need to go into, if I can get this out of the way, please. We need to go into our home page. And we're going to go into getting ready to set up for the customer demonstration page, which we're going to be doing right here. I'm taking all this out for customer demonstration page. And I got folders and folders of customers' pictures I haven't had a chance to load up on the website yet. So we're going to be doing that also too. Is that I think that is my business page. Hold on for a minute, make sure we're on my business page. Nope, not only on the business page, but then I did turn to the side. All right, gotta go to my business page real quick. There we go. There's my business page. It's my Facebook business page. There, like I said, all the pictures we got, everything is from my website or basically from that. We keep everything in sync. Same pictures you find here, the same pictures you find on our website. Same videos we did right there. There's our picture demonstrations. Posted them last night, showing off our new technology outside. And gamer screens. On my live demonstrations. Oh, yeah, that's when we did on the 720p, showing you don't have to have an expensive projector to run for 720p right there. Every once in a while, we get one of the haters on there. They come on there, but keep in mind, I have a good fan base on there. You know, you will get basically trashed on there. So, you know, they already know the technology works. I do a lot of live demonstrations. I love when people are still trying to use the whole line. I had a guy come in here, what was yesterday, trying to say, oh, he's using camera tricks. I was like, you're not too intelligent, are you? Like, why not? That's a live demonstration right there. That's a physical live demonstration. So, yeah. If I can basically use camera tricks in a live demonstration, ooh, man, what kind of technology, what kind of camera would I have to do that? Think about it. I mean, if you're watching the news right now, that's a live broadcast, right? And they got a camera in there that can basically manipulate and make something look worse than what it is so their ratings can go up. Can you imagine the technology to be to manipulate real time? That's why I said people don't think. When you talk like that, you really got to think. 'Cause you come off looking like, and I hate to call you this, but an idiot. You do. You come off looking like an idiot. Because if that technology did exist, I mean, the news media could have a ball with that because pretty much you can make something seem like it's more than it's not. You know what I mean? If you're reporting the news, like saying that a person fell down the stairs, but you have 20 people that you can manipulate and make it look like 20 people fell down the stairs or the escalator collapsed or something like that, or the stairs gave away. I mean, you could actually have that kind of equipment to be able to manipulate real time as you're doing a live broadcasting. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? That's why I tell people before you come on here spurting out dumb nonsense, think, because you'll come out looking like an idiot. And people were laughing at this individual when he says camera tricks. You do know, buddy, that's a live demonstration. So people, again, you got to think before you talk because it makes you sound, you got to use some common sense. The rest of everybody else lives in the world of normal. And when you start talking like that, it kind of makes it look like you kind of stepped out of that reality and dropped into the world of tinfoil hats and believing that Martians are reading your mind. So you really got to think before you talk. Because, like I said, me have that kind of technology. Are you kidding me? And the news media doesn't have that technology. $1 billion corporation doesn't have the technology to be able to manipulate. Man, if I had that technology, good gracious, everybody on TikTok would even have that. And on YouTube to manipulate a live demonstration. But are you kidding me? Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, let's move on. But anyway, yeah, people don't think before they talk. Okay, these are the gamer screens where it's showing off right there. I gotta paint mine in the next room. I've painted this room, but how many times? I can't count the times. I might do it tomorrow. I'm not in a rush anyway. I still have some things I want to work on right now. Right there. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I got top fans on here. I do have my top fans. Stuff like that. Oh, yeah, we got to get around to getting this screen out the door. We just haven't had the time at all. I got it downstairs in a box in the shop right now. Haven't had the time to get the screen outside yet. They're actually to market it to sell it. We just haven't had the time. Right now, I do want to concentrate on the Christian paint. So I want to get that started. I'm really excited about that. That's the outside right there. I'll just shoot through. Once all these demonstrations are done, for the environments are either done outside. I can't wait to build this thing. When we get time. When we get time. There's another mother baby right there. Yeah, he's on there too. Not a lot, but he's on there. He's in 1 or 2 videos on there. That's basically about it. It's basically talking about old gray screen paint products. That's all it is. Basically, the topic was basically about old gray screens. Are they basically outdated? Is it newer? It's older. Come on now. I'm showing you videos back from 9 years back, 2012. Let me painting gray screens. That should tell you something right there. Let me see. I have to upload something later on today. Messages, I can't show that. That's all. Talk on tempers, notification. 900. Good gracious, I gotta get cracking. So I gotta get cracking, Jackson. It's gonna be a bit of a busy day today. And I can see my email indicators flashing right now, so I got some work to do in there. All right, I got to get out of here, people, because I got updating to do on here on this site, and I still have more updating to do on the website. We have to go in and I have to get my folders from here, from out of here. That's a project I'm working on over there. I can't show that up right there. Going to my pictures, my folders. These are customer demonstrations I have in here that have to be loaded onto that site. And I wonder if I'm going to have enough room. I'm going to have to probably try to expand the page. Contract shifting, technology, customers pictures from outside, customers air ultra short throw. I still can't believe he was able to pull it off. He had a 900 lumen Philip projector. I still can't figure out exactly where he got that from. Oh, this is the Platinum Eclipse. This is the demonstration of pictures we're going to be loading up on the site. You'll get a chance to see. There's the Platinum Eclipse. Wow, it's an old screen too. Yep, there's a Platinum Eclipse on a motorized projection screen. That screen look good on a black screen. He got the whole black casing and everything. I'd rather have the black casing right there. One of these pictures up there too. All right, I gotta get back to crack and I got work to do. All right, thank you all for your time. Hope you enjoy the video. I don't know if you want to call it a tutorial or whatever you want to call it. Let me get these loaded up on the site right now. All right. Oh, thank you, Jesus. God is amazing. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, blessed Lord. My Lord is amazing. I love my Jesus Christ. I do. Always takes care of us. Always takes care of us. No matter what. And I was also, when I was talking about real quick, oh, man, I'm so sorry. I'm looking at something really quick. Thank you. God's amazing. God is awesome. I just loaded the product out for the paint. Just loaded it out. Somebody just placed the order. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. God is amazing. Thank you so much. What I was going to say, yeah, you know, we want to continue. I want to continue. I don't want to discontinue my overseas shipping to my customers. I really don't. Like I said, but man, it is a headache. I'm telling you, it's such a headache because COVID makes everything so mind-numbing at some point. And I don't, and I'm not, I'm hitch. I wanted to do it in 2 weeks, but we're not. I want to see how things go. I'm going to see how things go. Because it costs me twice the amount of money to basically for customers sometimes overseas, and it's something that I don't want to do because and I don't want to do it, because I got great customers overseas, and we don't want to do that. I want to continue giving free shipping to my customers, but overseas. But sometimes something will get snailed, like it'll get stuck somewhere, and till they figure it out, it ends up costing me a lot of money because then I got to turn around and I got to go out and I got to pay for sometimes the order twice because the customer will start getting upset and they'll say, look, it's not moving, it's staying in the same spot. And it could be anything, any kind of restrictions or whatever they got going on down there that could have caused your order to stay in that spot. Now, in the United States, I don't have that problem. Orders go through pretty quick. You may have a 2 or 3 day delay, may have pop up. That's basically about it, but nothing worth what they got to go through. They got to go through some stuff overseas. I understand that. And trust me, I feel you 100%. And I mean, when I feel you 100%, when some people saying, well, you live in the United States. No, I feel you 100%. I ordered a Dreamcast game. It was supposed to be here in September the 29th. Actually, before September the 29th. It was supposed to be here September the 13th. So what happened was I just kept getting these notifications that were popping out. Were telling me that it's here, it's in this section, in that section. I paid for the advanced tracking, and it's telling me that it was in London for at least I said was in London for at least 2 weeks in London. So I don't, at the end of the day, I'm a businessman. I'm not going to get mad at the person who has the eBay account. I'm not going to come at him and say, hey, look, where's my stuff? This blah, 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 because I know the other end of business. I know that basically it's probably stuck somewhere until they can figure out exactly whatever they got to do to push it to where it needs to get to. So I have to be a little patient. I'm not going to come down on him because I'm pretty sure he's got enough pressure on his own. And if he did ship out multiple of these products, he's probably going through a lot of pressure. So I'm not going to add any more weight to his plate as it is. So I'm just going to be patient and wait. And as I'm looking there, I'm thinking like, okay, this thing pretty much probably got lost. It was a Dreamcast game. I wanted it really, really bad for my birthday. So, I'm not going to put it in my mind that the guy scanned me because it's showing that the item is moving. It is in transit. It's moving, So he didn't scam me. It's just the item is just slow getting here from wherever it's coming from overseas to United States. So now I just now got, this is in October, I just got confirmation that it is actually here in the United States. So think about it. I ordered this this is probably a month getting to me. Now, I'm not saying your orders are going to end up like that, you know what I mean? But if it does, have a little patience, it'll get there. But the reason why I considered at one point not doing overseas shipping was because canceling overseas shipping, because usually if we have a customer that becomes impatient and they get upset with us and we're trying to explain to them, look, sometimes things it'll snail a little bit, but just give it some time, it'll get there. They'll get impatient with us. They want us to send them out another one. That's more money I got to take out of my pocket to sit there and remake the product all over again. And then I got to ship it out again, which is expensive to begin with. And I got to pay for this twice. Meanwhile, they end up with two products that one pops over there. Then they got to pay the money to ship the other one back to us, which is going to cost them money. So, like I said, in that time, it becomes a headache for us. So then it's like, I get to the point where I say, we have this problem here in the United States. If something gets snagged in the USA, it's like we're in the USA. Keep in mind, in all 50 states, I can just basically just call the postmaster or whatever I got to call in that particular branch and figure out exactly where it's at. Then me basically calling overseas, which is basically going to charge me for overseas charges for my phone call. And on top of that. So like I said, just that people have to learn just to have a little patience. And that's what I did. I had to have a lot of patience for this product, this item that I wanted, but it's going to be here. It's just going to be a little late coming here, but it's going to be here. But like I said, we do the best we can. Like I said, I paid for the shipping. I make sure I market the product that everybody can afford. We do all the testing to show you that the product's worth its weight in gold. We do a lot of work to make sure that you have the best that we can give you. And then when I get a customer who gets upset and wants to get angry because a product may have gotten snared somewhere, and they want to come at us, you got to call the post office in your area and find out through them. After it leaves us, we have no control over that. Now, if I had my own shipping carrier, of course, yeah, now you can come at me. You can say, hey, Ken, look, you guys run your own shipping carrier. You're responsible. Yeah, I would be 100% responsible. But I'm not responsible once it leaves from here and goes to the postal carrier. That's why we give you the tracking information so you can basically track down the item. That's what we do that. And sometimes some things do get stuck. And sometimes it does take a while to get there. And we do apologize for that. But like I said, that's the best I can do right from there, And we had one that actually ended up costing me a lot of money. Ended up costing me a lot of money in the end to do this. And not only cost me a lot of money in the end, at the end, they decided that they didn't want to be bothered with it. So I'm like, I already sent out the first one, cost me money. And sent out the second one, and I paid for all the supplies that need to be done at the last minute. Y'all decide y'all don't want to do it. So I spent all this money out, and now I'm stuck with these supplies and whatever. God works it all out. He works everything out. So, we'll integrate it into something else, and we can basically turn something else into it, make money off of it. But like I said, that's why it's easier for me to deal with customers that are in the United States, because if something over here has a problem, it's easier for us to get access to it. You know what I mean? If something gets snailed or something stuck, or even if I have to replace something, it's much cheaper for me. Because I have to replace, say, if someone orders 2 gallons, so you order 2 gallons from me, and somehow your package ends up getting lost in the mail. All you gotta do is contact me and say, hey, so and so and so. We'll check the tracking number. We'll call the post office district in that area, and we'll find out where the package is at. If they declare that package is lost, then we can go in and say, okay, no problem. We'll make you up another batch. We'll send it out to you. Not a problem. It's only going to cost me 19 bucks to ship that to you anywhere in the United States. But at a large box, if it's overseas, it's going to cost me, shortest distance would be Canada, would cost me $65. If it was Australia or Japan or one of those places, you're talking about almost $100 box. So there you go. But like I said, we'll see. We're gonna allow for overseas free shipping for the new technology we just launched for our customers overseas, and hopefully we don't have too many problems with that. All right. So with that being said, I'd like to thank the customer who just placed the order a few minutes ago. Thank you so much. That's a blessing right there. That's wonderful. You make a product. God blesses you to make a product, and you can market it, and somebody comes and buys it that fast. That's a wonderful thing. So God is amazing. So with that being said, thank you all for your time. I have to get back to work, and that's basically about it. Y'all have a good one, and God bless.